Since we were young, we've been told stories about finding someone who will complete us and bring us endless happiness. We often believe this idea, that once we meet the right person, everything in life will fall into place. But here's a truth many of us learn the hard way. A relationship should add to your happiness, not be the source of it. At first glance, this may sound simple, but it carries a powerful message, one that can shift the way we view love, relationship, and even ourselves. Whether you're in a relationship, recovering from one, or hoping to find one, this is something worth thinking about. Many people believe love will fix everything, that finding the right person will take away their emptiness. But depending on someone else for happiness only leads to disappointment. If you're forcing things or staying just to avoid loneliness, it's time to reflect. Real love is shared, not used to fill an emptiness. Let's talk about building a healthy relationship, where love is mutual, but your happiness is still your responsibility. Imagine you're in a relationship, but you always feel worried. Are they happy? Do they still love me? Am I doing enough? You try so hard to please them. You say yes when you want to say no, and you pretend to be happy even when you feel sad inside. But something still feels wrong. That's because when you depend on someone else to make you happy, you lose your peace. Your joy depends on their mood. Your self-worth depends on what they think of you. You feel okay only when they're around or treating you well. And when they make a mistake or walk away, you feel broken. But this is not how love is meant to feel. Phrases like, "you complete me," may sound nice, but they can be harmful if we believe them. Why? Because if you believe someone else completes you, you give them power over your emotions. You start to lose yourself. Your mood changes based on how they treat you. You stop living your own life and start living through them. What they do, how they feel, and how they act. That's too much to give to anyone. Real love should support you, not control you. Let's make one thing clear. You are in charge of your own happiness. Yes, people can make you feel loved and happy. That's a good thing. But if you feel empty inside, no one else can fix that. If you are not okay by yourself, you won't be okay with someone else either. A healthy relationship is made of two whole people, not two broken people hoping to feel better by being together. When you take time to know who you are, heal from your past, and grow in your own life, love becomes a blessing, not something you depend on just to feel happy. Here's a simple picture. You are like a cake. You should be a full, tasty cake all by yourself. A good relationship is just the icing on top. It makes things better, but even without it, you're still good and complete. Real happiness starts from inside you. It comes from loving yourself, having peace in your mind, staying balanced, and knowing your purpose in life. When you are happy alone, a relationship becomes something extra, not something you need just to feel complete. When you know how to make yourself happy through things you enjoy, your faith, or your personal goals, you come into a relationship ready to share love, not just looking to be filled up. If you're unsure whether your relationship is adding to your happiness or draining it, here are a few warning signs. 1. You constantly feel anxious about being enough. 2. You are the only one putting in the effort to keep things going. 3. You feel more exhausted than inspired after being with your partner. 4. You silence your needs or shrink your personality just to keep peace. 5. You feel like you're chasing their love instead of naturally receiving it. So, relationships are meant to grow you, not break you. If it feels one-sided or emotionally heavy all the time, something isn't right. Sometimes, we try too hard, just to feel loved, accepted, or understood. Maybe you're always the one who sends the first message. Maybe you say sorry all the time just to avoid fights. Maybe you ignore your own feelings so the other person won't feel uncomfortable. If this keeps happening, it's time to stop and ask yourself, why am I trying so hard to be loved? Real love should go both ways. It's not one person doing all the work. It's like a dance, not a struggle. When love is right, you feel like you're walking together, not pulling the other person behind you. But if the relationship makes you feel tired, empty, or unimportant, then love is no longer helping you. It's becoming a heavy load. And that's not what love is meant to be. Many people try too hard because they're scared of being alone. Maybe they've been hurt or left before, so they accept bad treatment just to keep someone around. Others don't feel good enough inside. They think they have to work hard or give up everything just to be loved. But real love doesn't need to be earned. It happens naturally between two people who are healthy and kind to each other. We also live in a world that tells us to fight for love. But no one talks about how painful it is to fight alone, especially when the love is already fading. Let's be honest, everyone wants to be loved. But not everyone takes the time to understand how they need to be loved or what kind of love they truly deserve. When you don't know what you need, you may settle for whatever comes your way, even if it's not good for you. So ask yourself, do I feel safe in this relationship? Do I feel heard and understood? Am I growing or am I shrinking? Is this relationship bringing me peace or taking it away? Am I still myself or have I lost who I am? You deserve a love that helps you grow, that listens to you, and brings out your best. You deserve someone who sees your value and never asks you to become smaller just to fit into their world. But when you try too hard in the wrong relationship, you start to lose yourself. You forget what makes you happy. Your dreams fade into the background. Your confidence weakens, and you begin to accept less than you were made for. Over time, this lack of emotional care, both from your partner and from yourself, can lead to sadness, frustration, and feeling completely worn out. What's left is someone who no longer feels like themselves, stuck in a cycle of giving everything while receiving almost nothing in return. Sometimes, the hardest part of love is knowing when to let go. We hold on because we're scared of being alone, of starting over, or of never finding someone else. But staying in a relationship that hurts your mind, heart, or spirit isn't love. It's fear pretending to be love. If you've been trying too hard for too long, if your joy always comes second to their comfort, if your peace disappears the moment they enter the room, then it may be time to ask yourself, what do I truly need? Letting go doesn't mean you failed. It means you're strong enough to choose yourself. It means you believe that your well-being matters, and it does, every single time. So, how can you build your own happiness? Start with small steps. Keep it simple. Begin with yourself. Find out what makes you smile when you are alone. Do things that make your heart feel full, like reading, walking, praying, painting, or writing. Spend time with people who encourage you and speak kind words. Set limits. Say no when you need to. Rest when you feel tired. Take time to grow, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Learn to enjoy being by yourself. Be okay with who you are. Because when you're happy with who you are, you stop chasing love that only gives short-term highs and long-term pain. And the best part? When you are whole, you attract people who are whole too. The relationship becomes a partnership, not a project. If you feel stuck in a relationship, here are 4 ways to take your power back. 1. Rediscover who you are. Spend time alone. Do the things that bring you joy. Journal, walk, listen to music, try old hobbies. Remind yourself that you're more than just someone's partner. You are a full person with purpose, value, and light. 2. Set emotional boundaries. You don't have to carry all the emotional weight. Learn to say no. Healthy love is about balance. It's give and take, not just give and give. 3. Communicate clearly. Speak honestly about your needs and feelings. A healthy partner will listen. If your truth pushes them away, then they were never ready for a real connection. 4. Choose yourself daily. Choosing yourself is not selfish, it's healthy. It means you care about your peace, your joy, and your future. It means you stop begging for love and start waiting for the kind that flows naturally. When a relationship is right, it feels safe. You feel supported, not drained. You grow together, laugh together, and feel free to be yourself. In healthy love, your happiness doesn't depend on their mood. You still have space to chase your dreams. You love each other, but you don't need each other to feel complete. That's the kind of love that adds to your life, not takes from it. Real love is not about losing yourself to keep someone else happy. It's about two people choosing to love, grow, and build together, each bringing their own joy, peace, and strength to the table. So remember, you are not too much. You don't have to beg for love. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to break yourself to keep someone else whole. Let your relationships be a blessing, not a burden. A support, not a struggle. An addition, not the only source of your joy. If this video spoke to your heart, share it with someone who needs the reminder. You're not alone, and you're worth the kind of love that lifts, not one that leaves you feeling empty. Let's choose wholeness first, and let love meet us there. You matter. You are loved, and your happiness is worth protecting. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest videos about love, relationships, and finding joy in the little things. Let's keep growing together.